So again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You might want to go to Western Center for Journalism and go watch this little video clip. Holder tells Cruz he didn't know IRS investigator was Obama contributor. There's a very interesting exchange between Eric Holder and Senator Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz asks a simple question. If a lawyer feels that your impartiality might be questioned, you might either disqualify yourself or see the ethics officer. Now, what's interesting is you can hear Eric H. Holder Jr., the less honorable Attorney General. He makes a number of very interesting comments. And he says that they do a thorough investigation. Well, I have a question. How can you do a thorough investigation when the injured parties were never questioned by the FBI? As it turns out, the lead attorney that worked under Eric H. Holder determined that there was no cause, there was no fault, there was no action to be taken against the IRS for having targeted and singled out conservative groups the way they obviously did. So you have to ask yourself a question. How can this insanity continue? Senator Cruz asks Eric H. Holder, out of the 117,000 employees under the Department of Justice, could one have not been found that wasn't a donor, a very large donor, for President Barack Hussein Obama? And he came back with a comment. Well, first of all, there's only 112,000 employees. Yeah, this is completely crazy. So they determined that there was no fault, there was no collusion, yet, not a single injured party, a conservative party, was questioned by the FBI. I guess they looked into a crystal ball and made these determinations. You gotta believe these people are completely idiots. What they should have done is, at a minimum, investigated a number of the injured conservative parties. But they didn't. Not one. I think there was 288 in the complaint. Not one was questioned. And again, the lead attorney was a very large supporter. Well, I guess it's like asking a parent if their child did anything wrong when they know their child did something wrong. They're going to defend them. No different than this lead attorney defended the president. You know what we need to do? Ted Cruz needs to get Dougie Shulman back on the stand. And Ted Cruz needs to ask Dougie Shulman why he visited the White House 157 times. I also think he needs to find out if Dougie Shulman was at the White House when the Benghazi attack took place on 9/11/12. I gotta believe there's a real good possibility. I gotta believe that Barack Hussein Obama was probably whacked out of his mind on crack cocaine, and he and Douglas had a, one of those get-togethers. Who knows? You're not gonna know unless you ask. And even if you ask this administration, you never, ever get the truth. Interesting, is it not? What do you think? I told you what I think.